All right, Kelly, what about tell you a joke about the train and the monkey. In the old days, you could bring animals on the uh, train with you, and you could smoke on the train, drink on the train. So this woman had a baby, and she sit down next to the guy that was drunk, and he was smoking a cigar. And so, I wish you'd put that cigar out. What did you say? Says, put the cigar out. Says, they got in an argument about what he says, listen, why don't you stop that baby from crying? Why don't you put the cigar out? Back and forth. So finally she called the conductor. And the conductor said, what's the matter? Well, he won't put his cigar out. And she won't put her stop a baby from crying. Won't stop the baby from crying. And so the conductor looks over at her and says, ma'am, I'll give you another seat, but if you won't complain anymore, I'll give you a monkey holding it as a banana. It's a baby. Okay, that one goes to the bottom of the list.
It's okay. Something's got to be at the bottom of the list.
Something's got to be at the bottom of the list. Yeah, so what happened was, down in South Louisiana, they really drink and party and have a good time. And in fact, sometimes they're having a good time, and sometimes they'll sort of see each other's wife or husband. And then they'd go into the priest and confess. And so he'd go in there and say, Father, I'm saying, what'd you do? Well, I had an illicit affair with Miss Jones, on and on and on. Finally, he got mad about it. He got sad about it. He got upset about it. He said, listen, I am sick and tired of you people with all this stuff. And so all I want you to do is come into me and tell me that you fell in a manhole, and then I'll understand, say, go and sin no more, and say 3 novenas or whatever. He got transferred. Priest did. Yeah. Well, time was up. So a new priest comes, a young priest. Man, he's going to be the epitome of priesthood. And so sure enough, first thing comes in, Father, I've sinned, what'd you do? I fell in a manhole. You go and say, fell in a manhole? What are you talking about? I said, oh, Father, I've sinned, I fell in a manhole. So finally the mayor comes in and says, you know what, Mayor, I don't understand you politicians, but y'all got so many manholes in this city that why don't you fill them in? Well, the mayor remembered what the secret was. Mm-hmm. And he said, oh, we'll take care of that. He said, well, you better. Your wife fell in it 3 times last month. Oh! He comes in to the bar. This guy got a dog that can talk, and he comes into the bar. What he does for a living is he'll go into a bar and say, look, I got a dog that's talking. If he says something, you give me a drink. And he said, okay, I'll do that. He said, okay, Fido, what is on top of a house? Fido went, roof, roof. You better do it again. He said, okay, Fido, what is the characteristic of sandpaper? He said, rough, rough. Guy getting a little irritated. He said, okay, Fido, Crampton on Honeymooners, what was his name? Rough, rough. The guy just threw him out of time. He's sitting on the curb there, and the dog looks up at him and says, what's wrong? Did I give the wrong answers? I'm telling you what's the truth.
Always the truth.
And then, so that's about, another time the dog was coming, the man was riding a horse to town, and town closed at 5 o'clock, and he was having trouble getting there, and he says, come on, horse, hurry up. And the horse looked up at him and says, I'm hurrying as fast as I can, That's the first time I heard a horse talk. And a little dog following behind said, me too. Oh, goodness gracious.
I don't know.
Okay. Oh, you told you about the Celebrate.
No, you haven't told that one yet.
Oh, man, this was terrible. Terrible, 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 terrible. I went over to the Vatican and got in friendship with the one of the priests over there, cardinals, that was in charge of the communications. And so I was looking around there, and he was showing me around. He said, look, see all these priests in this room here with a pen and ink writing out the Bible. We have this original manuscript over here. And we have this one archbishop and cardinal looking here, and we'll transcribe it verbatim, no mistakes, no errors, over to here, and then they give each one of the scribes a copy so that they can copy it again, no errors, and then pass it out to the dioceses around the world. Well, man, that's amazing, but what if you made a mistake? And the guy says, almost was insulting. He said, look, we don't make mistakes. We have the most intelligent priests in the world right here copying this thing verbatim. And what's in it here winds up over here, winds up at the church. Perfect. I'll show you. So he goes over there and he looks in there. No. And he just goes into an apoplectic convulsion. What's wrong, Father? What's wrong? It's celebrate, not celebrate. Celebrate.
I love this line. Not celebrate. It's probably too late for him now.
It's too late for him. Okay, but that... Now my song, I had a red bathing suit.
Oh, yeah.
And I had, whenever I would do the water aerobics, it's all a bunch of old gray-haired women, and they don't like their hair getting wet. They'll go to the hairdressers, then come to water aerobics, and they'll hold the board up beside them. So when I swim, I kick up water, and they get mad at me from getting their hair wet. Yeah. So I came up with a song. Charlie the swimmer had a suit of red. He wore it everywhere he went. He even wore it to bed. All the other swimmers would laugh and screech and speech and shout. Charlie, I'm drawing a blank. Wipe that one off.
Yes, good. Start over again.
Can I?
You want to be?
You know what, actually, let's just go ahead and pause.